We're back. Shh, guys, pay attention. We're back.
Sorry.
Hey, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Carvers and Creators, a weekly demonstration and discussion with sculptors, carvers, and multi-talented artists from around the world. If you're a fan of the show and you like what we do, make sure you give us a like and a follow on the platform you're watching us on. Be sure to let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Gentlemen, shall we meet the artists tonight? First, he is a multi-talented artist and an incredible dancer from Tucson, Arizona, Mr. Matt Harper.
Thank you, and I'm not that good of a dancer.
He's really short-selling that. He's quite amazing. My name is Paul Dever. I'm an artist and sculptor from Boston, Massachusetts, and our guests, plural, tonight, are both amazing sculptors creating the craziest monsters somebody on the other side of the moon has ever seen. I love them both to death. I'm happy to have them on the show. It's John Fuller and Pete Murphy. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
The double golf.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to have you.
What's the difference between private chat and comments?
Well, if you get the right person in the private chat, you'll find out.
Oh,
Whoa.
Hey,
that's a champagne room.
Meet me in the private.
Nice. Well, no, I don't have to tell you guys again how the show goes, but for anybody tuning in, hello and welcome. And here on the show, what we like to do is before we get into our guests' amazing work, we like to do a little flashback. Would you call it flashback? Yeah.
Retrospective?
On what we did on the previous episode. And I believe on the previous episode, it was a terrified outer space character. Yeah. Terrified from outer space.
Yeah.
Matt, this is so good.
I didn't even see those posters.
Clean.
Thank you. This is an upside down butternut squash. If you guys hadn't noticed, it's yeah. I don't fucking a doggone know. I don't know. Like, okay, so as you guys probably know, when you start carving a squash, you instantly start hating it, or very seldomly do you actually like it. And this is one of the ones I'm like,
Really?
It's usually how I feel when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's
The
everybody.
whole world, the whole world. Yeah.
No, I love the eyes. I love the eyes and the expression.
I know. Are those eyes actually sculpted in there, or is that a little trickery of real Photoshop?
That's all. And there's zero Photoshop.
Yeah, they pop.
All sculpted. I wanted to make him big, like he was like,
right,
like the lids are open like that. But yeah, it was fun.
Mission accomplished, man. You even got like the nice fatty eye fold at the top, and then like everything pops. It's great. The eyes are so round. It's really well done.
It was I guess there's a couple things I like about it after what you guys just flattered me with, but yeah, let's go to yours, Paul. I like yours more.
Yeah,
no, I like yours better.
Well, wait a minute. You didn't.
Oh, wow.
I've seen this one before, bro.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. Yes, you have seen it before because we did this right before we left for Monsterpalooza, and we were lucky enough to be included into the museum, just like Pete was. And we said, holy shit, we need to bring some stuff with us for the museum. Yeah. So when we finished the sculpts, we submerged them like we do to preserve them for a little while, and we stuck them in the jars. Ta-da! Hooray!
And this was the museum.
Yeah, and Ted Haynes was nice enough to actually take one of my scans of an actual size pumpkin and blow it up on one of his gigantic 3D printers for me. So the gill man in the middle is a 3D resin print.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then we got our squashes that you just saw on the left and the right on the bottom.
Yeah. That way we felt like we could contribute. Now, if you guys have ever been to Monsterpalooza's museum, there's no candle we hold to some of the stuff you're going to see in a minute, but we're glad to be included. And man, it was super fun. And we our fans here, Senia, how are you? She liked them, so I guess that's all that really matters, right? I mean, come on.
See, Johnny makes a good point right there. Hey, Johnny, I do sell resin faces now.
Yeah, and by the way, that if you guys went by our booth, which you guys all did, of course, you notice that like this middle one that Paul's got here is the actual size of the one he carved, but now you can 3D print in this world, and so you can now get a copy of that. I figured that's the only. Oh, look, Paul's got one. Let me zoom in on you, Paul. That's cool as shit. Hang on. Let me just Let me make some magic happen here.
Magic. Hold on. Focus. There we go. That's one that hasn't been coated or brushed over yet, and then on the back we got the episode and the challenge.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
It was actually for me because I kept forgetting what the hell it was and when I carved it.
Yeah, it's like the cool thing people always ask us, and I think we got it a couple hundred times while we were at Monsterpalooza, how do you preserve it? Well, this would be the only permanent way, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Yep. I forgot. I was talking to somebody at Monsterpalooza too. Oh yeah, Russ Lukic. I don't know if you've met him yet, but he was talking about taking all his old stuff and just scanning it and putting it aside inside in the computer, and then throwing all the molds away. And if you ever need to bring something back, just bloop. So you don't have all those molds. Especially you don't have.
I don't know if Pete, and John, I don't know if you guys are good with ZBrush, but they actually just print the mold now.
No, I know.
Print the negative.
Yeah, keep reminding me how the industry is over. Yeah.
Turn that frown upside down, sunshine.
I'm a fossil, dude. Yeah, I'm a relic.
No, just print it. Just print the mold, and then you just pour it like you normally do. See, everything's fine.
Oh yeah, don't do anything. Just cut your soul right out of your body. Yeah. Why not? Yeah.
You cannot talk him off the ledge. Just let him teeter at the edge. He won't jump. We got him. We'll reel him in.
All I want to know is how you guys can make more T-shirts.
That's we'll get there. Believe me.
You called it. You called it. He was going to sell some shirts today.
Yep. The moment you walked away, we sold one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So make a pitch. Make a pitch right now.
Yeah, come on. Let's show
me the shirt you're wearing, Peter.
Yeah, come on, Peter.
Oh, this is like what cool guys wear. See, it doesn't have any words on it. It's from Target. So, and it just kind of sends a message that if I was gonna wear another shirt, it definitely wouldn't be anything with that like people have heard of, because then you're just kind of out there like, look at me, I got a shirt where I'm cool and whatever. But honestly, the shirt everybody needs is the Carvers and Creators shirt, because people see that and they're like, oh, it looks like kind of like Metallica, but it's not. And then, but check this out, like, what is that? And then they start thinking, this guy's got unique taste, and he must be special. And if you're not married already, you probably will be soon, and then if you are married, your spouse will
jump on you.
Very, very happy. You would have told me that over the weekend. I would have left with a shirt, because maybe I'd have a little something.
They come pre-sprayed with Axe body spray for
oh dude, what am I, 12 going to the gym? 15
Wait a minute.
Going to the gym.
How old are you now going to the gym?
Axing up. No, I'm talking about all the kids who go to the gym axed up.
Oh boy. Yeah, there's 3 of them hanging around the one bench, all taking Instagrams of themselves.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of swag you can get from Carvers and Creators. So you don't limit yourself to a T-shirt. You can have a parka, a full leather suit, whatever you need. It's
pair of socks.
Whatever you need. We'll make sure you get it.
All right. So now that we've touched on the carves from last week, and we've gone around the horn that Pete can't sell a T-shirt to save his life. So let's spin the wheel this week and see what nonsense comes out of it. It is the Sinner Spinner, the Hella Wheel, and I am gonna tell you about it right now. So a lot of choices on here I don't want to do. I gotta be honest with you, but I guess that's every week, right?
Yeah. Well.
We
can boycott the whole thing and just.
I don't believe this for a second.
Just about this one, IPA just stands for Inebriated Pumpkin Artist, right, Paul?
I think yes, right. IPA stands for Inebriated Pumpkin Artist, and we do have a beer called Carving Oil that there was a small batch made of. That is hopefully in the next year. We're going to try and get some local distributors for it, but it's a beautiful amber Oktoberfest. It's unbelievable.
Right. We got fragrances on the way.
Spice, maybe
it's going to happen. I believe it.
It's kind of like Old Spice mixed with beer. I think that's good. Yeah. Anyway,
we could be the Kiss of the carving community.
We'll make have
all kinds of merchandise for everything. Be fantastic. Yeah. That's what we'll put on the wheel. We'll just stop doing that.
You should invest in more merchandise to sell, because it's going to fly.
It flies off the shelf. I know. You saw it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete. Backhanded you, son of a bitch, you. Okay. First spin. We're going to have Goblin, Skull, Demon, guest choice. So both of you guys can put your brain together on that one.
Peter doesn't get to pick because he's not sculpting. I can tell. He's just sitting there with his arms crossed.
Oh,
are you sculpting?
Arms crossed.
Oh, man. That's a
Have
challenge.
you not seen the 4 other episodes I've been on, Peter?
Yeah,
No.
he does crazy shit, by the way, Peter. I mean, just to
Yeah,
throw it out.
and he finishes a complete sculpt faster than we do a squash. So there's that
Wow.
too. He is the
That's
machine.
impressive.
I
mean, I guess I could go get some clay, but I don't.
Well,
want to.
we don't want to twist your arm, but
Yeah, don't twist it. It's folded nicely. Don't mess that up. All right, so back to the wheel. We have Meathead, Giant, Viking, not doing Viking. No chance in hell.
No.
From Outer Space, Baby, and Bug. Second spin will be Terrified, Exhausted, Distinguished, guest choice once again. Crazy, Jolly, Excited, Furious, Sad, or Giddy.
Ooh.
I got to get some new words.
Okay. Oh, no.
Guest choice. Shit, that never ends well.
No.
Think about it, fellas. I'll get our emotion. Maybe you can apply the, and it doesn't have to be what's on the wheel. John, you know that. Oh my God! First time ever.
Whoa!
Double guest choice.
Hey, you know what's weird is having 2 guests on and you get double. Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Oh, you guys
Now
got me.
listen, guys.
It's
Don't
never going to work.
Don't
This is
flatter
gonna be
me with
awful.
generic butternut squash. All
Yeah.
right? Don't
Done.
flatter me. That's
That might be the easiest.
Yeah.
100%.
Wow.
All right, so
This is
one of you pick
exciting.
one, one of you pick the other. That's the only way, fair way to do it, right? Like hit on
Pressure.
Christmas.
Way too much pressure.
Yeah, I'm really bad at making decisions.
And selling
I have, to
t-shirts.
have an,
Yeah.
I have to have an idea before I gave you one also. So.
Well, I just sculpted a witch, so I'm not doing a witch.
All right.
Mhm.
The-
Okay.
Oh yeah, John, you got more skin in the game because you're actually going to sculpt. So
Yeah. What do you want to
but
make?
I'm trying to think of something that I'm
I'm
going
going to go grab clay. I'm going to do it.
Oh, the
Whoa.
pressure.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's in. He
Alright.
got coerced. I
Well,
can't wait
okay,
to
then
have-
think of something you want to think that
It'll-
what would be fun for us to sculpt?
Yeah.
something easy.
Something easy.
What was
I
that?
mean, angry is always easy. Everybody
Alright.
does angry.
Okay.
We can do angry.
Angry's good. So we got an emotion.
All right.
So John, you picked the subject.
Don't look at something you already got halfway done. That's
Dude,
too-
I'm not.
What about an angry waffle? That would be interesting.
I never seen an angry waffle. It's just a pancake
They're all,
with
they're
syrup
all
traps.
angry.
An angry blue
But-
waffle?
Oh, well, bye YouTube.
Have a good night, guys.
It was nice. Nice knowing you
Thank you,
guys.
thank you.
All right, Mr. Coffee. What are we carving?
I don't know, man.
I mean,
It doesn't have to be something on your table.
No,
Shut up, Peter. I'm just trying to think.
You want to show them the stuff on the wheel again, Paul?
Yeah, spin the wheel again. That's my choice.
that's
That's my choice. Spin the wheel again.
That's a loophole.
It is. It's gonna land on Viking.
I
Angry Viking.
need to see an angry Englishman, and if it lands on Viking.
Hmm.
All right, here we
Oh,
go.
what about
Guest choice is spin again. First time
All
ever.
All right. It's a double, triple.
I guess it's going to be Russ.
An angry meathead.
Oh.
Meathead.
Yeah. Okay. Meathead, like a
What's
like a
meathead?
burly dude.
Like a gym guy? Meathead?
Yeah.
Like a Fuller when he sees all those kids with Axe body spray
Yeah, okay.
Your interpretation. Your interpretation.
of a
Like
meathead.
big chin, big brow.
Alright.
Big,
Yeah. Strong
All right,
features.
give me-
It's probably actually a really good one to carve angry, to be honest.
Yeah.
You guys keep entertaining the audience. I'm going to go get some clay.
Oh, he took
Oh, wish us luck.
a 4-part panel.
Oh, an angry meathead.
I
Okay.
gotta. All right. So if you're carving along with us, we're gonna give you and Pete about 5 minutes to get your clay and shit together.
Pete was ready
And-
for the show.
And I know this is
Meatball,
gonna be
yeah.
this will be a short one because we're gonna go around the horn, and the horn is really two-sided, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless Pete's got one.
Meatball was a pretty cool mask.
Yeah.
Meatball.
Meatball, meathead, it's all the same.
Meatball.
It's another one of those masks I made, and I I made like maybe.
Oh yeah,
before
I do
sold
remember
it
that.
to somebody else, and then they ran with it, and then somebody else got it, and somebody else got it, and then another company got it, and everybody's dipping their fingers in some sort of mask I sculpted.
Well,
but no one's better.
Everybody wants a piece of Fuller, you know. That's what it is.
Someday.
All right, so John, we're going to start with you. What kind of pre-energy workout or coffee are you drinking?
I'm actually drinking yes, coffee, but it's hazelnut.
Oh,
hey,
yeah. Spicing it up. Okay.
Fragile. Maddie,
I've got actually, you remember when we were at the Palooza, I went and got whoops, I went ahead too fast here. I meant to go to me. So do you remember our buddy Joey?
Mr. Joey Edwards. Love him.
Joey Edwards got us a keepsake lager from Wayfinder, and I thought the skulls are great. It's a Vienna style, and I figure Vienna is like the sausage, I suppose. So it probably tastes like a sausage.
And it wouldn't be the first time. Oh, sorry, that was the material. Yeah. Nice. And yes, thanks again, Joey. We appreciate it. We love you. We're gonna have Joey back on and start of next season. Carving season coming up. All right, so I too have a beautiful beer from Portland with a skull on it as well, because Joey did pick some great graphics here called Glass Dolls. And just like yours, mine's a different kind of Pilsner. I have an Italian style Pilsner.
Oh,
it's Italian. That's how you know it's Italian.
Yeah, you shake the hand.
You shake the hand, the beepity poppity.
Yeah. That's how you know. Hey, you know.
But it's really good, actually. I will say that. So, well, Pete, before we commence, Pete, you're at work though, right? So you don't have. Do you have any carving oil to? Oh, we gotta wait for him to put his heads on. Hi, Pete.
Oh, welcome. Hey guys.
Oh, hey.
Thank you so much.
Pete, do you have any carving oil?
Carving oil?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I wish I did, but
he's at work. I guess we'll give you that.
It's an easy pass. That's an easy pass. So I'll have a sip for you. So cheers to you guys for joining us. We love you both. You guys are great, hilarious. And cheers to everybody watching.
Oh yeah, I noticed. I just looked. Apparently, the company you're at right now is following me on Instagram, so I need to follow them back.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Or follow.
I need to follow back.
That's how that works, right?
This is probably not fun to listen to.
Oh, what is it?
So you're just gonna keep doing it.
An empty glass. Yeah, keep it up. That'd be.
So I'm sure just about everybody watching and everybody that is anybody knows who these two are, because they're amazing sculptors. Their work has always been, I don't know, what would you say, Matt? The source of stealing? Inspiration? I guess we call it inspiration, because just about anything I see, I want to copy on a squash or a pumpkin. So look at this.
Oh, thanks, guys.
That's not CGI? You kidding me?
That's all AI right there, right?
Yeah, you just spoke into a phone and that came out, right?
Well, you got to keep up with the times, so it's just a tool, right, in the toolbox.
That's how you look at it.
On the cap. That's amazing, man. Now, when did you make this one?
I sculpted that last, I think, September or October. I was trying to, I was working on something else and I was frustrated, and then I thought I'm gonna make some fun masks, and that's what came out. So,
how long does from soup to nuts, like say from the time you start throwing clay to get to the finished product? How long?
I think I sculpted that one in 3 days. So 2 or 3 days. So and then the mold and all that was more, but
so that's the clay component was the 3 days. Okay.
Yeah, because these were kind of like I was almost like anger sculpting, so I was just trying to get out my frustration.
You can read it. You can read it in the face. I like that.
Yeah, I wasn't like, I mean, sometimes I'll take a lot longer on something, but these I just wanted to do something that just straight to the point and get it out there and not be super critical about everything. So.
Because a lot of times you're dealing with a lot of reference too, right? It's you do like hyper realistic subjects too. So I'd imagine something like this, you can just go and you don't need reference coming out of your brain. Right?
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I didn't have to I didn't have to stop and go back to reference.
We're gonna bounce around. In fact,
we're gonna bounce back and forth.
Yeah, we'll see tonight because we have two amazing sculptors. We don't want to highlight any one of you because you'll get so upset with us and you won't come back. So we're gonna do you both.
What I love about this one is, John, this was one you did on the show, right? This was the witch.
Was that from the show?
I think I want to say it was, or it started as, because I feel like you always changed them. But the paint job on this is insane. It's so good. Like, you're a hell of a painter, man. Jesus, look at that.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, she is in her glory.
Oh wow.
Let me zoom in on you for a second, John, because that's cool as hell looking. There she is live.
Wow.
Oh wow.
So beautiful. I like the white.
Wait a minute. You need to get a room, you two. Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, man. You go from the sculpt, and then you cast it, and then you slap paint on it, and it's just every step gets a little bit more impressive. Like the eyes, I don't under. Are those acrylic eyes?
Yeah, those I popped in. Yeah, those
thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, I had a couple of these just laying around, so I just threw them in. Because no matter how well you paint an eyeball, for some reason, once you set in an acrylic eyeball, it adds so much depth to it because it just adds.
Yeah.
The lip resting up against that hard surface is so noticeable compared to the lip ending and the eye continuing. Even if you paint it, you still don't get that hard line that shows the separation, between the two.
So how do you? So when you cast it, though, it had the eyes in place, right? Like the sculpted eyes. So you just cut them out after you pull it out of the mold?
Correct.
Oh, all right. Yes, that's easy enough.
Yes, sir.
Seems easy enough. I'm sure it screwed up.
Nah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you get the hair. Is the hair? Is that silicone? Is it punched in, or is you just glue that on?
No, it's punched in. It's latex. I don't do silicone.
Wow. Oh, okay. So
nice.
What do I know?
Seriously, man. You know Fuller. Yeah. You don't mess around.
No.
Silicone's for suckers.
All the way or nothing.
I just have never done it, so I wouldn't want to waste all that time and money trying to learn how to paint it and run it, see all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now here's another beauty from Pete.
And speaking of eyebrows, I mean, look at these.
Yeah, those eyes are ridiculous, and those are painted.
Yeah,
are they really?
Yeah, those are painted.
Jesus.
Wow. All right. So now I go back to what I was going to say before. I'm never going to pick up a paintbrush. There's no point.
Yeah.
Not even worth it.
No,
thanks for ruining that for me.
There's a trick for those. All you do is you paint the top black and the bottom white, and then you kind of do all the little fancy shadowing around it. It's not. You can make it as.
That sounds easy enough.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
It's like a rocket scientist saying, "Oh,
the fancy shadowing." Yeah. So we were lucky. We got a chance to hang out with Peter. I was talking to him at dinner one night at Monsterpalooza and kind of going through his Murphy, which we'll see in a minute. And like his process. And again, his name's Crazy Clayer for a reason. It's all clay. And I think what to me people like are miss when you see a picture like this is the detail that has to go into the sculpt first, and then obviously the paint and then all the finishes. But you have to think of all that shit before. I mean, when we're carving a pumpkin or a squash, we have one step, and it's there's no painting, there's no clothes, there's no eyebrows. It's very I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we're racing against the clock too.
Yeah, and you guys can't add more pumpkin back on if you cut it away too far. So
that's true. I don't know. I'm just
right.
going on.
You don't have to pretend that what we do is harder. We know.
You already know. Yeah. Why tell you?
Yeah, we know that you guys are doing something more challenging.
Okay. I don't know, man. See, at least what we do is always cartoonish and has a whimsical quality. Like you never see me go like this portrait of Emilio Estevez I did on a butternut. Like
I don't try. Have you tried a likeness before?
I've tried a couple loose likenesses, but I always go into it saying I don't do portraits. So I don't even know how to approach that.
It's a good default. Paul, I did
Yeah.
one of you. He did one of me as a challenge on the show one time, and that was
That'd be fun.
I think I never sweated so much as I was trying to make I don't know what the subject was outside of having to do each other, like the character, but shit, that was hard.
The subject was the other guy.
That's what it was.
The other guy.
The other guy.
Yeah.
There's
Hey,
Joey. Hey, Joey, thanks
Joey.
for the beer, brother.
Joe, we did our carving oil.
Thank you.
Here's Christian joining us. Hey,
The man, the
Christian.
myth.
The
Yeah,
legend.
Christian's saying hello. We missed you this year, buddy, in at the Palooza. He works for Mayo. He's saving lives.
I think he's actually in the operating room right now.
We're carving pumpkins. He's
He's saving lives.
yeah, he's saving lives.
One 3D model at a time.
Right.
Wow. He's the best.
He is. He is.
We go way back.
Let's jump to this little chewing gum here.
See, now this one to me looks like with a translucent resin, right? Go back, Matt.
Yeah.
You just want
Yeah,
to
that was-
click
Oh,
to
what?
it.
Sorry. Oh, I went too fast. Oh, what am I doing?
Yeah, that's translucent resin.
Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
It has such a cool look to it. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the coolest part about that is you don't have to do a lot of paint. That's why I guess that's why people like silicone too, because you don't do a lot of paint on silicone. So,
Oh, wait, we got a SOS from Christian.
what happened?
he's becoming the
becoming
patient.
no.
He's no longer
Oh,
he's no
man.
longer helping the doctors.
Oh no.
Being the patient, send help.
Yeah, we need to have you stay away from Mayo, please. Stay out of the doctor's office.
Right?
Yeah, sorry. Back to this. Back to this. I'm loving it.
What the fuck I'm doing here?
Now, is this a character from something, or is this a John Fuller original?
No, that's Cropsy from Tom Savini's The Burning.
I don't think.
Way back in the day. I don't know, dude. My history when it comes to like horror movies is like crap.
Mine too.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not an encyclopedia like some of these people when it comes to this stuff. But I don't know if this was before or after Friday the 13th. But it was back in that time frame, you know.
Oh,
It's dynamite.
The
Right?
tropical
kinda-
snows.
it kind of has that
Oh, so you-
Jason after effect kind of look to him a little bit, like he.
John is the master of Mr. Voorhees.
Yeah.
He does know how to sculpt a Voorhees.
That's definitely my guilty pleasure.
Hey, Paul, tell everyone the little fun story we had on Thursday night.
Uh-oh.
What was the fun story on Thursday night?
So, revolving around Mr. Voorhees, we went to the Monsterpalooza, we went to the bar, and we're sitting around, and Paul's like, "You know who that is over there?" And it was Kane Hodder. Yeah,
Hodder.
Hodder. Sorry,
Hodder.
Hodder.
Tomato,
My bad.
tomato.
Christ.
Yes, and we're like, and he's sitting next to Pinhead having drinks in the bar, and we're like, "Oh my god!" And then Paul, as he's leaving, Paul's like, "Hey, Kane," and turns around and punches him in the shoulder, and I'm like, "Oh my god, Jason just punched you!"
Like better than a machete.
Yeah, exactly, right across the forehead. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
so fun.
Yeah, he was a very cool dude. Look at that little Savini would be proud.
That's great.
Metropolis.
I
Very
agree with
nice.
that. There we go.
Yeah, he's pretty
Um,
personable. I worked out with him once at Mass Fest.
Oh yeah, he's a big buff dude, or he formerly, right?
Yeah, he seems like when he was a younger fella, he'd
He
kick
was
your
pretty
ass.
stout. Yeah, he's pretty stout dude.
Yeah, they don't usually hire the stringy guys to play Jason.
No.
Now, here's another one that started off as Stranger Things.
Correct.
Am I right?
Chrissy.
But
Chrissy
But
the
lends
big-
itself to so many different applications like
exactly,
this
dude.
one.
That's why I love having a piece like that, where you can just take it and then do whatever you want and make it into a completely different character. And I love vein work, like sitting there just noodling veins and.
Oh, God, yeah.
Do it so well,
It's
man.
the perfect canvas to do that on, you know.
Your Ryan Brown Maggot Girl is my favorite by far.
Oh yeah.
That is nuts. My wife told me, I remember having a conversation with you if you still had the mold or whatever, and then my wife was like, "That's the one thing you're never allowed to bring in this house is that."
Yeah, that thing came out nasty, dude.
She was like, "That is disgusting."
Yeah, I wish I still had that mold.
Make a new one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just do it again.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
Big-
And
yeah.
then you can 3D scan it, and then you can put it in your catalog of 3D scanned models.
Well, before you know it, we'll be able to everything will just be a click. It'll be, just grab what you want. It'll print it out.
Right.
Done. Finished. Like there will be nothing left. It'll just be plug and play. Everything.
There will always be a collector's market for the people that are
is this a John Fuller prediction, or is this
this is the prophecy?
I'm not sure.
Where it's going,
well, I mean, is it a John? Are we talking a conspiracy theory, or are we thinking it's going to be the real thing here?
Yeah, I think it's going to happen, man. It's going to get
hit a button. Yeah, you see it on the internet. Hit a button and have it sitting next to you in 5 minutes. Painted, done, any size you want. Yeah,
I'm not against it.
Well.
That would be fun. The show would be like 8 minutes. We would just just talk in and let it print out.
Yeah, it depends on who can express their vision better.
Yes.
Isn't that what life's all about? Just having everything given to you instantly. That's all
right, man. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we got in the queue.
Sorry. I get stuck on this one because it's so good.
That one. This one's all right. I mean, it's okay.
I
mean, it doesn't look like an actual photo from the movie or anything.
Or 2 movies.
Right. 2 movies. Yeah, like my brain hurts, actually.
Yeah,
and to see it
so clean, it doesn't look like it's part of that picture. It looks like a completely separate piece.
Yeah. And even seeing it in person, it's like, holy shit. That's amazing.
This was in the museum last year. Nice. And tell us about it, Peter.
This year, too. This was
Was it there this year, too?
Yeah. Oh, you had a whole rack of them. You didn't see them?
Yeah, I had 7 of them there. No, I just brought Bishop this year. No, the story behind this one is I always liked James Cameron's original artwork of Lance Henriksen as the Terminator, because that was his original plan, was to cast him as the Terminator. And I had toyed with the idea for years, and then it's like, I'll do it. So I finally did it. And it was a lot of work. I'll tell you that one. But yeah, so I was just trying to bring something to life that I wanted to do for a long time. So.
Well, mission accomplished, sir. Because to see it, I mean, even if you don't know the actor's name, you know exactly who that is. The moment.
Was he there this year?
Yeah, he stood in place in the museum the entire time.
Yeah, he just stood there with his shoulders off,
that half a mask on.
Yeah, this time around.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so what's completely nutty about this too is that the metal that you see on there, which just in my brain, that's all what I'm seeing, was all sculpted too. So he did the.
It was.
To me, it's like, Peter, I'm blown away by that because you had to tell us about how the hell do you make it so smooth and polished? I mean, how does it make it? How do you make it metal looking like that?
Well, that's there's a lot of processes. So first, I had a copy of Lance's the sculpture I did of Lance, and I cut out the part where the skull was going to be, and then I sculpted that in wet clay in there. So it was pretty nicely sculpted, but not perfect. Then I did a silicone mold of that, made a resin copy, and then I just polished that like crazy. And then I molded that again. And then when I cast up the final parts, I took those to a guy who chrome plates plastics. So,
okay.
So it does have actual metal on it. I forget what the metal's
plastic.
I forget what the metal's called, but it's like some aerospace grade plating on there. So
it's great. Christian wants to know. He says it's so well done. Is the endo skull a separate cast piece?
Yeah, it is. So I only sculpted half of it. So I put and then I kind of fused the two pieces together. So the human side has a fiberglass core in it, so that I could mount the skull to the fleshy part, because otherwise it would just flop around on there. So it's actually screwed in and mounted in.
Okay.
A lot of work. Sounds like a lot of work, Matt. I think I'll stick to the.
When you say so, he mounted it. He screwed it in and mounted the thing. That's just another layer of what the hell.
Yeah.
Anyway, seriously.
Yeah, I kind of went a little nuts with it. So the eye actually has a mechanism in it, so the iris will open and close. So that's in this picture. It's open all the way, but you could actually close it. So it had like his pupils are smaller. So.
Yeah, and you told me it was really long, so it goes all the way to the back of his skull, right?
Yeah, I'm sure somebody who's like specializes in, mechanical stuff could have made it smaller than I did, but I was, it's not my. It was my first foray into that type of thing, anyway. So, but I got it working. So
amazing.
Has anybody tried to snatch it up off of you?
Yeah, I sold a couple of them so far. So I like limited it to 10. So if anybody wants one, there's still some available. Yeah,
it's all.
Here's the better view of it here.
Yeah, that's just yeah. Yeah.
We made John speechless over here. I love it.
The hand is a life cast, so I was thinking, I'm going to sculpt everything, and then I was like, I've already spent way too much time on this, so I just got my brother-in-law and put a glove on him and life cast him holding the bottom part of the gun. So, and then the gun's a 3D print I bought off of somebody. So
that's
there's some, yeah.
But the hand looks eerily like Lance Hendrickson. I think it was probably
such a Lance hand.
Yeah. That's why I picked him.
Hands so like good. A Connie.
So good.
I would love to be able to take the time to spend like a year on one piece.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Could you see yourself spending a year on a piece though? Seriously?
Yeah, Mr. Rapid Fire over here.
I have to rapid fire because I gotta sell this crap and then I gotta do stuff for other companies. So there's always timelines. There's never
you should probably stop by not calling it crap if you're trying to sell it.
Oh yeah.
We all know it's not crap. It's amazing.
But maybe if I had a piece that I was like really into that I just had on the side that had nothing to do with anything. It was just something I put 2 hours a day into, or whenever I had a moment I needed a break from all this other stuff. But yeah, I would love to see what I could do if I just absolutely put like 6 months into it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I would love to see that too.
Me too. Holy crap. We touched on
it. We should do a Kickstarter for John Fuller so you can
we'll call it the
live out his dream.
You make something cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool you already make cool stuff.
Is that the Buddha statue you were talking about before?
Yeah, that was for a Blade Runner guy. So he's
a
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And he wanted a replica of this Buddha head that's in the background. And he actually went to the what's the movie, Warner Brothers prop house. He got a tour of it, and they were trying to hunt for it and find it. And it's a lost prop, and he's basically trying to recreate or find all of the, a match of all the stuff that was in Deckard's room and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, because
he's really into it.
I never saw the finished piece.
And for those of you too, this was in the museum this year at Monsterpalooza. This is four of Peter's pieces right here. The Buddha head, the Nosferatu. We got Mr. Murphy there. No, that's your last name. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Bishop. So I did a Lance Henriksen as Bishop. So
yeah,
I sculpted the whole head before I did the Terminator version.
Yeah,
and kind of with the idea that I could also make a bishop out of it. So.
Well, we just needed milk pumping out of it or something like that.
That's what I was asking, if he was going to do the nasty version.
Yeah.
Next year,
goo everywhere.
Yeah, next year, on the ground, writhing around with this little spinal cord thing.
Yeah, gurgling up the white goo.
Gurgling up the goo. Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody really wants that, just email me and we can make it happen. It could happen.
Johnny Hobbs wants to know what kind of paint you used.
On me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe for your original, the one a couple of slides ago. This guy. What paint did you use?
Oh, for see, silicone. So, the human parts are silicone. I used this is actually I don't want to be too long-winded, but I use silicone caulking with oil paint in it, and you thin it with naphtha and you paint it on.
Oh wow.
That's how I painted it. You used to be able to go to Home Depot and buy GE Type 1, but they changed the formula, so you can't use it anymore. It won't set up. Now you got to go buy, there's a company called Momentive Performance Materials, and it's the IS 808, and that's the silicone that you can paint. It's dragon skin. You can paint dragon skin with it. You can also patch with it, so it kind of works like Silpoxy and costs 1/10 the price of Silpoxy, so it's a cost-effective way of doing all that stuff. As far as Trick or Treat Studios masks, no, I don't think so. They haven't brought me back to do anything, so not as far as I know.
Well, check your email. Who knows?
Yeah.
So this is another one that you did, John, that I love. Like you jump from like the classic monsters to the craziest contorted faces, and then your take on
whimsical.
Yeah. You can do it all.
That's something that was a little bit out of my wheelhouse, but it was.
You nailed it.
Crazy.
I love this one. You can almost see the bobby pins flying off of her.
Yeah, the only thing that bums me out though is I forgot her purple eyeshadow.
Oh, does she have purple?
You're not supposed to point out the flaws.
I know. It ruined it for me. Matt changed the picture. I can't even look at it.
Yeah,
I love
it.
Well,
I liked it until about 30 seconds.
I guess we'll move along.
I thought it was great a second ago.
Yeah, that was cool though, because there was an artist who did a full body one.
Creature Kid, right? Wasn't it Adam Doherty?
Yeah, he did that one for Monsterpalooza. I think it was like 7 years ago or something like that. And that thing was so cool. So it was kind of like, I kind of looked at that a little bit, but not really. But yeah, and then
No, I love your spin on it.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
It's like the Swamp Witch, like what Meg Mucklebones, whatever it is. I
don't know this character, but it looks cool. I like
it.
What?
You never watched Looney Tunes?
Were you a kid at one point? Come on, man.
We joke about you being an alien, but I think there might be some truth to this.
Bugs Bunny.
Wait, that's in. I didn't. I watched Looney Tunes.
Yeah, Witch Hazel, bro.
Witch Hazel. She has the big furry guy, the big
red dude with the flat top.
Red dude. It's all made out of hair.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, the tennis shoes.
Not ringing any bells. I remember Bugs Bunny. That was my.
He was in that. Yeah.
But speaking of her, what I want to do is I kind of want to do the whole take that canvas, but do a realistic paint job on it, and see what it would look like if I did like a. See how well that would translate, you know?
Do it.
Sculpture, but do like a realistic paint job. Try to make her look more realistic.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that would be awesome. Do you still have the mold? You must still have the mold for that because that's fairly new, right?
Yeah, because it's still in my Etsy store. So, yeah.
No, you can get one. So wait, what I'm hearing is you can pick one up.
Guys.
Oh, yeah.
Go buy one of those right now.
Keep my life.
Don't remember the eyeshadow next
Peter, just stick on the show.
I actually put another one. I did. Yeah. I did 2 so far. The second one got the eyeshadow.
Oh, okay.
And then a little,
we got the wrong picture
called The Nun. Das Nun.
BAAAACK.
So cool. That's a lot of teeth, man. That is a lot of teeth to sculpt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Senia says the purple eyeshadow. Yeah, she agrees with us. It would have been better, next time.
You should have never mentioned it. Nobody ever would have noticed.
Imagine it was on there.
Now, see, I just love this, Pete. You're such a good
the fleshiness. Yeah.
I know all the meat
shadows, man.
It makes everything so meaty.
Yeah, and when I see his stuff that he's doing out of clay, I'm like humbled to the point. I'm like, what am I doing? Because inevitably, what we carve is one color, and he's doing it all with shadow in this picture, obviously, and just to get that kind of, the shadow that to read so well. I mean, it's like kind of something that pumpkin carvers aspire to do, and it just it's like, damn it, that's so good.
I actually have this picture saved on my phone for when pumpkins do come around because it's I wouldn't say it's out of my wheelhouse, but it's a little more realistic than I would normally do. It's something that I might have to glue like the tip of the nose on, but it's on my docket to completely rip you off, Pete. So I hope you take that as a compliment.
I'm humbled. Yeah, no, thank you.
What was that for again?
That was for Horror Dome.
Oh,
That
okay.
was I think they ended up like putting an ugly black beard on it and throwing blood all over it. But
No. That's
Yeah.
like when that's how we feel when people paint their sculpts on pumpkins sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why did you do all that work?
Yeah, if you see the finished, I don't know how to share my screen, but if I could, I would. I have pictures of it where it's like, I don't know. It kind of gets lost behind all the ridiculousness that ended up on it.
Oh wow. Well, it was beautiful here, and we'll be happy to look at it in this point. So, we have a few others we want to show. In fact, I hate to say we're like 15 minutes till this damn thing ends. We got to cruise through a few of these pictures because we got so damn many of you guys. I mean, it'd be like,
now, who is that? I don't know the guy's name.
That's Peter Lorre from as Dr. Gogol from Mad Love.
You know that movie, right, John?
Yeah.
It's like an old movie. I don't know.
Isn't he talks like this? Is that the guy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
no,
I do have a question. I'm gonna jump back. I don't usually do this kind of thing, but when you get the meat around the face, all these different
Ew.
like, well, I mean,
Face meat?
the face meat, like the really cool, fun, chunky parts that are the wrinkled and stuff. Are you looking at any kind of reference in this for this one, or is this just kind of like you pulling this from your own brain, Pete?
That was so long ago that I don't remember actually how I did it. I might have had reference. I don't know. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. If I'm going, I probably did. If I'm going for like trying to make you believe that it could be a real person, then I'll pull out reference. If I'm just trying to get like something cool looking, I'll just try to go from what I remember.
Okay.
It's like forms I remember from other stuff. So it depends.
Hey, Peter.
All right. Don't mean to go back.
Are you allowed to talk about what you're working on at that shop?
I don't think so. It's for a TV show doing like
nice.
prosthetics.
Yeah.
Oh, so Pete is at a job right now, and he's playing hooky to join us. So we thank you, and even though it's NDA blocked, we're happy to. And he's carving, for God's sake! Thanks for coercing him into the job.
Do you want to give a shout out to the studio?
Thanks to Stevie Bettles of Stevie Effects. He also has a company in the same building called Out of Kit, and they make these amazing peel and stick prosthetics. So it's
nice.
It's like, I don't even know how they do it, but
transfers?
It's like say that again.
Like transfers?
Yeah, but it's like a backing, I think, that you peel off and you just stick it straight on. It's not like it's not as convoluted of a process as transfers. It's more straightforward. Like you don't put it on backwards and like have to guess. Right. You can. I haven't actually seen it done yet, so I mean, hopefully I'm not getting this wrong. But I think you like put it where you're going to put it, and you like peel up an edge, and you start peeling this thing out from under it, and it sticks. So
yeah, I think
so it just kind of streamlines the application process. It's a pretty cool idea and really good products that they have. The sculptures are really great. So.
Nice. Hey, Frazzle Stash is back.
Frazzle Stash.
Good to have you
back.
We
love this guy. He's been away for a hot minute.
Beginning.
Welcome back.
Right. He's been here since the beginning.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's rifle through a couple more photos. I am finally home on a Thursday.
Good to have
you. Good for you, buddy. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're back on a Thursday, which was we missed a couple because of the
Well, hey man, it took a while just to get back from the swing of things. We got back.
So we do have a couple of Mr. Fuller's more recent stuff.
That was at Monsterpalooza this year, right?
Yeah.
Another Voorhees. You are a Voorhees fanatic.
Well, like I was saying, I was trying to find something that would be cool for the collectors, especially with the director there signing at the table. So I'm like, I got to think of something that's going to be kind of neat for the people to want to get signed by the director, and then something that hasn't really been done before.
Mm-hmm.
So for people who don't know what that is, that's basically the
movie poster, wasn't it?
The movie poster.
Oh, I remember that.
Jason Go to Hell.
Did you sculpt the mask? You didn't sculpt the mask, did you?
No, that's just a vacuum form mask, vacuum form hawk, and then we just had him chromed. send them out to like Peter did.
Right.
Yeah, send it out, send it back. You form Hawk out, get it chrome, sent back, and then stick it in there.
So cool.
The demon turd.
The demon turd with the veins in it.
Yeah,
I've made a few of those. I mean, sorry.
Wow.
I know this is supposed to be a kid-friendly show.
I love your humor. That was perfect.
Sorry. Yeah, look, it's coming at you.
Well, I didn't get
That's
it.
right.
So.
It wasn't 3D.
Sorry. Well, it was an awful joke. Well, now hang on. Speaking of,
oh, look at that. We threw in a little. You made it a family event.
Yeah.
Oh, my boys. Yeah.
This is in front of Steve Wang's booth and that amazing T-Rex that they did. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was scanned from the actual Jurassic Park one from San Winston Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wasn't it from the molds?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's the exact one that was from the film.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I was like, "What, Steve? You sculpted that in like a day?"
I mean, Steve was the guy who did the original Predator, so you figure he can probably do anything in a day at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I want to touch on this picture a little bit. This is the first time you boys got to see you in your environment, right? Like it was like take your kids to work day in a way.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, that must have been a good feeling though, for them to see how, appreciated you are and how many people know your stuff.
Yeah, it was cool. It would have been cool if I brought him years ago, but it just never worked out because having them the whole weekend and I have to get there and I have to work the show. I have to be at my table the whole time.
Oh yeah, I understand.
So I figured now is like the perfect time. They're at the perfect age to where they can go off and do their own thing. I can show them around, and I'm not working the show. I'm just there to hang out with everybody else. So
yeah,
it was the perfect time to bring them to the chaos that is Monsterpalooza.
Yeah, and they're good kids, man. They're very tall kids too. Holy Moses!
Yeah, they take after the UPS driver apparently.
Oh man!
All right.
It's funny because I take them anywhere I go, and you see me. I'm 5 foot, whatever. and they're
it's okay. You can say it.
Hey, you got protection going forward. I mean, obviously you're pretty okay with your own self, but you got bodyguards going forward.
Yeah.
Nice.
You don't need no bodyguards. Even though he's a relic, he's chiseled from stone, right? Chiseled from stone.
Made from stone.
Now this is another one. This was the Ghoul or the Banshee.
That's the one I did. I think that was a show before the last show.
Yes.
Yeah, that was our Banshee.
Yeah. I think that's okay. That was what it was. The Banshee. Okay, you did that on our show. That's all right. Oh, how lucky are we, Paul?
Yeah, but those are painted eyes right there, right, John?
Yeah,
those are great.
That's like your typical clouded, not much to it kind of thing. But when you have to put an iris in there and do all the depth, and I mean that's a whole nother.
Right.
So I just wuss out and buy eyes and put eyes in there. But,
well, at least you didn't wuss out and put a fake eyelash across it like I did.
Cyclops?
Yeah. Well, I thought it looked better that way. That's all.
You got it there, don't you? Let's see that.
Oh, it's hanging in my it's hanging in the bar. Because I killed the Cyclops and I chopped its head off and put it on my wall. That's why his eyes closed.
I have my Cyclops in the background somewhere behind me.
I see it.
I can't
hanging in the bar.
He's sitting there, somewhere up there.
You guys, I just want to say those are beautiful squash, and should be proud of yourselves. So.
Thanks, Pete.
I can't speed up, slow down.
Look at this one.
Look at this guy. Every time I see meat, I just see meat.
Yeah. So this is the angry guy we're sculpting tonight.
Yeah, just keep it on that so I can have some reference.
Let me just leave this guy up here.
Peter already did it. Peter did it already. Yeah, Peter's from the future.
How did you know, Peter? How did you know?
Honestly, the thing I'm doing right now kind of looks like that. I don't know if you can...
Are you
from the future?
Well, I feel like angry always starts the same way, doesn't it? The same kind of basic structure.
Yeah, I love that. I love the furrowed brows. Yeah, the meat around his mouth. That's all right. I'm gonna stop getting meat. All right.
I just whenever I want to do angry, I just like I picture myself in John Fuller's workspace, and I think of what would John Fuller's face look like right now, and then I just sculpt that. So.
Yeah, whatever, Peter. Whatever.
Yeah. You know how you'd get the perfect face if you put on The View in the background and just let John listen to it.
Oh, yeah.
I would not want to even see how the carnage and bloodbath that would partake during that moment.
It would be a top 10 mask. It would be like the sculpt would be insanely angry. Here's another one. Here's another Mr. Voorhees.
Oh, nice.
This guy looks a little like he'd been sitting out in the sun a little too long.
So awesome. The tilt on that nose. Oh my God.
He's swollen up like a tick. This poor boy.
His head's a little massive though. I got a little carried away with the melon.
I love it.
It's like an orange on a toothpick.
Yeah.
Well, that's like Jason thing, right? He's got the big melon head.
Yeah, he's got a huge head.
Yeah, that was just that's a
that's
a lot of melon.
Yeah.
People often ask if I'm related to Jason Voorhees for that reason.
Why would you say that, Peter?
Peter, I have a size 8 head myself, so I can't find hats that fit. I don't know. I commiserate.
You have a 5 head.
Well, at least yours is proportional. So, like, I don't know. I'm mostly head, and then there's like a little face.
Those are 16-inch tires on the side of Pete's head, not actual headphones.
Yeah.
I can't even wear a trucker hat.
We kid.
The adjustable strap in the back. I get to
the end. It's on the last one.
It's on like the last one. I'm like, oh, that's just embarrassing. I can't.
He's got a twist tie between the last two.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, sorry.
And
moving on.
Hey, another melon head.
Yeah.
You sculpted the chain too?
Yeah. 3D printed.
And then cast. No, you didn't do that.
No, it's from Spirit Halloween Stores.
Okay. And you are. AI's bad and 3D scanning.
Spirit Halloween. Somebody
just got to Spirit Halloween and just
some Chinese kid had to carve that.
Except sometimes you gotta you can't sculpt everything.
Hey, if you ain't cheating,
you can.
Especially Peter Murphy.
No shit.
You shouldn't, but you can. It depends how homeless you want to be.
See, look, more meat.
You have a lot of meat.
Look at that. And that's an angry ass face right there too.
A lot of teeth. Yeah, well, this guy's an angry meathead.
So why were you angry that day, Peter?
Oh, somebody asked me to sculpt a clown.
That's what it takes.
Why does everybody hate clowns so much?
Well, they love clowns so much. That's why they hate. That's why
artists. Like every artist is like, I don't want to sculpt an effing clown.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know it's really a clown until you paint it, unless you put a nose on it, right?
That's true.
Yeah, that one had a nose for sure.
Are those acrylic eyes or are those painted too?
Those are painted as well.
Wow. That's crazy.
You're really good at painting, buddy.
He knows how to do shadow well.
Yeah, I think that's the magic, that lip between, like you said, John, between the eyeball and the lid. Mm-hmm. Holy shit, that's the magic part. A few more. We got this little fella, this poor bastard.
Is it just me, or does anybody else see a little bit of Peter in all his sculptures?
Well,
I'm not answering.
I don't know how to answer that question.
Yeah, I saw Pete's face when you said it, so I wasn't answering.
Every artist, it seems like every artist does that. If you look at their work, they resemble
your work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but
shut up. That giant melon. Yeah. But I see Peter in a lot of his stuff.
This kind of loosely looks like the like it could be out of what the hell's it called?
What's that new show? Yeah.
The video game one about the Fallout. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Fallout's the newest one.
Like he could be a ghoul of some sort that's just still doing his thing.
Yeah. That was for Mabry. That was a Trick or Treat Studios one. So he he let me do something that was based on a drawing I did when I was like, well, I don't know how old, but like 20 years ago or something. So.
But it was an original by you that you.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. And then they realized that nobody buys these things, and then they decided that maybe paying me to make more of them is a bad idea.
Whoa, alien!
Oh, nice.
I don't know, man. I guess from a collector's standpoint, like I have a few, and I never take the tags off them because I love to know who sculpted it. Like that's always kind of the thing for me.
Yeah,
I'm not wearing it out because I don't trick or treat, but I do appreciate the sculpture of it all. So I do have a few kicking around. I'm gonna have to get me a Pete special.
Mm-hmm. You got his number now, so we should be.
Yeah,
good.
I do. Oh, you will be getting some strange text messages as well. Just be on the lookout. John's been really good about keeping his number away from us. We have to go through Facebook.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, that was a happy accident, I guess.
Yeah, happy for you. See, I love this one because of the gray hair.
Yeah, the embarrassment of riches of having John on the show and do this angry, I think it was a whatever, angry Cyclops we did. I've got this bastard on my wall in my little version, but this one's so much better. Damn,
dude, you carved it so fast. Sculpted it so fast. Yeah. That was insane. This one looks like Calibus's grandfather.
Yeah, dude, I wanted to do kind of like a frost snow Cyclops. Snowclops. Yeah.
I could see a Christmas special.
No
clips.
So yeah, Christian says we all end up doing portraits of ourselves.
Yeah. Well, Bumble's bound.
I could see. Can you see the John in that one, Peter?
Can you see the John Fuller in there?
Yeah, absolutely. something kind of with like the way these folds come into the nose.
Yeah. Nasolabial folds.
The nasolabial folds. Yeah, that's the only anatomical term Rick Smith knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Oh,
well,
Spider-Man.
That's great.
Yeah, that's a great one. I'm assuming you don't have the mold for that anymore.
I do.
You do?
Yeah. Do you want to paint one?
Do I want to paint one?
Yeah.
I don't even want to paint like a color by numbers, dude.
It looks a little bit like the tall man on the human side.
A little bit.
Looks like John, actually. If you put your finger up, it looks a little bit like John. So there you go.
Yeah, I see it.
They're all self-portraits after all, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love the expression over the sort of the buggish eyeball side.
I guess we're always just angry.
I know. It's the easiest one, isn't it, buddy?
It's just angry. That's angry, dude. Meat.
That's angry.
That's another angry one.
Speaking of meat.
Yeah, that's a lot of meat. That's a barbecue. I think I had that last week.
Dude, that is weird and wild.
Yeah. Poor bastard. He looks like a wolf that went through the flies, the machine.
Oh yeah.
Didn't flesh all the way out.
It's gross. It's absolutely gross. That's how you know it's good.
The capsule.
Oh, thanks, guys.
They're all burnt up looking. Now, what was that for?
That was one of the 3 sculptures I did when I was angry about.
You were really angry. You did 3 of them.
Yeah.
You need to be angry more often. This is good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I don't get like actually that emotional, but I was just kind of frustrated with something else, and so I just spent some time on some personal stuff. And kind of
it's like the Hulk. When the Hulk gets angry.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. So you don't want Pete angry. Some angry ass sculpts.
You gotta see some magic.
You won't like me when I'm angry, dude. Those were the days. That's when I met this little. Where are you?
He's like 11 years old here.
That was a
Gary Oldman and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
You were really working hard back then.
I was.
That was massive.
2 hands, and he wasn't even looking.
That was massive.
Yeah. Well, you need a big sculpting tool when you're working that hard. So
looks like you ripped the net off of a fishing net. That thing could catch some trout.
It was actually a pool stick.
Oh.
And, with the.
Oh, I see that.
Oh, I get the humor. He's working on 3 different sculptures at once. There's another one. See the other tool?
It's ironic, like when you see a T-shirt, but you think it says one thing, but it actually says another.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You look like Bam Margera right there. I don't know what it is.
Before all the drugs.
Yeah, before the drugs. This is good.
Before the drugs.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I'll be the after. You know, although I don't know if I can look that good.
Yeah.
And so I hate to say it, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news because this is fun as hell and I want to keep going. But it's been an hour plus, and we could continue chatting with you guys. And before we go, I want to take a minute and kind of go around the horn and see what we've made in the hour we've done. So let me zoom in. I'll zoom in on. I'll start with John first, and let's take a look at your angry meathead.
Yeah, no idea.
I know, but it's.
Yeah, but look how fast you did that.
What are you talking about? No idea. Jesus Christ!
And he's carving in the dark.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Hey, if anybody wants to purchase something from Etsy, you can help keep these lights on.
Yeah. Right now they're blinking on because of a reason.
Yeah. We have no idea when the rest of them are going out.
Super cool.
So good. Pete, what do you got over there, Pete? What do you
whoa!
Oh,
Pete,
this guy.
Holy crap!
So just kind of
look at these all chucked in. Oh
yeah,
man,
that's like a Shiflett Brothers, one of those guys, kind of those angry. That's so good.
So,
dude, finish it out. That's like a Frank Frazetta.
Yeah, I think it should. I might finish it. It's pretty fun. So. Yeah.
Oh, this is embarrassing. I didn't think
that's running the show. That's great.
I was having fun, man.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's good.
Still try not to go too deep. I'll figure it out.
Right.
And every time that we pulled up a picture, I was like, "Oh, free reference." We don't usually get reference, so I'd just be like slowly kind of trying to get like the right shape around the eyes, and I'm like, "Oh, geez, I'm doing this."
I hate to throw you up there like that, Paul, because I'm even
good.
further way behind. I got like a mouth started. That's it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I can see it.
I'm way behind you.
I see it now.
Yeah,
I'm definitely trying this year. I'm doing this.
He's angry. He's angry. That's all.
Slow and steady wins the race, fellas. Remember that.
Right.
Yeah,
it's not a contest, but if I finish first, I win.
I always finish first.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're like the Lance Armstrong, so that's how I know you're on drugs.
Hey.
Wow, great job, guys.
Butternut squash, that's what it is?
I don't know. Whatever it is, I want some. So
no, butternut squash. That's what you guys are carving in, right?
Butternut.
Yeah, because I want to try that this year.
Oh, nice. Yes.
And before you go, what was the trick to finding a thick pumpkin?
Pick it up. If it's heavy, buy it. The heavier, the better. Sometimes you'll pick one up and it just will want to. You almost throw your back out trying to pick it up.
Okay.
Those are the ones. The heavier, the better. And for what you do, you want them tall, right? You know, you want something that resembles sort of a skull shape or a head shape. You don't want like the round. You're stuck so much. It's all horizontal in the features.
Yeah, because I was going to do it last year. I bought a bunch of pumpkins and I just never did it. And I want to do it this year.
Heavy, fresh, green stem, whatever you like. Paul said, like you just want to find something that's as fresh as possible because then it's thicker. That's you just got to deal with thickness.
Yeah, go to like a farm a farm stand or like when they have the charity pumpkin patches and stuff. Usually they have some really good pumpkins.
Not the Walmart cardboard box.
Oh God, no!
Safeway,
that's a beach ball with a stem
and all that stuff. Yeah.
Do you guys know what the best way is to merge 2 pieces of cheese together?
Yeah, microwave.
No. I just both of them in your mouth at the same time. Okay. Let God sort out the rest. That's how I do it.
Yeah. I think I like the pumpkins and squash thing is cool, but I remember watching a bit on like Jay Leno or something when I was a kid, and the guy made a cheese sculpture, and I thought that's really dumb.
It is. Well, from what was it Cabot cheese? Yeah, I think it was Cabot. Must have been. Yeah, maybe not. I did a cheese sculpture years ago of an advent calendar.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah,
that's complicated.
That's a lot of work.
Though I know you were kidding, I actually do know how to join blocks of cheese together.
Yeah. You melt it and stick it together or something weird?
No, you got to plane them. You obviously have to get them flat as part, and then you shave off and do the same thing that you would do a clay or that you would do a pumpkin.
Like
you take it in your fingers and warm it up, and it becomes like a putty, and then you just and then you can work it with all your clay tools.
So a question you didn't know you wanted answered, Pete.
No, I did.
You want to be a smarty pants? I can.
We got answers.
Got all the answers, Pete.
Yeah.
And
thank you. I'm going to do it.
You gonna carve some cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I might do that later.
John's gonna carve a pumpkin, and Pete's gonna carve cheese on the next time we have them. And we're holding you
with a big old block of Tillamook or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh no, you have to go to the supermarket and get the little like the stick of butter ones for the party, like the pepper jack and all that.
Oh yeah.
You have to use my insider information to block it all together.
Make one giant block and then start carving.
It's going to be great. Yeah, but it's going to be hard not to eat it while I'm working on it.
Well, I want to say thank you to everyone who stuck around overtime with us. But man, we couldn't be happier to hang with these two amazing sculptors. My dogs are fighting in the background, so we got ambiance. But yeah, I'm so stoked you guys came and joined us. Any last words, Paul, before we sign off?
Well, I want to say thank you to the guys for jumping in again, everybody for watching at home, and to say that this was a great way to wrap up season 4, because our first season, sans Mickey, was with John Fuller, and we like to now lovingly call the Echo episode.
The bookend.
Episode 1 of season 4. So the bookend of Fuller and adding Pete into the mix. I couldn't think of a better way to wrap up season 4. So we're going to take a little time, take a little summer break with the families, and then we will be back in August with season 5 and a whole new cast of characters, and hopefully we'll have some pumpkins. I'm praying for some early pumpkins this year.
Yeah, did you guys line up some people from Monsterpalooza?
Oh yeah. Oh,
nice.
Plus, we say it all the time, but we're so lucky. Some, the guests that we have on, everybody's been so great. And then when we say we want to have people back, we always want to have people back.
Right.
And then it just becomes a backlog of guests, and we get through them, and then it's like, okay, who can we get back?
Right.
So just so you know, we've had you back so many times because
I should have like an MVP creator shirt, because I think this is my 5th episode.
Well, I can get you a Masters of Pumpkin shirt, no problem. Didn't we already send you one?
No.
I sent you a birthday present last year.
Pete will sell you one.
I got some tools.
Pete, sell him a t-shirt.
The magnets on my fridge. See the magnets back there? That's you.
Oh, yeah.
Magnets are great and all, but what we really need is a Carvers and Creators t-shirt.
That's the touch the feel of cotton. Oh, what a sales pitch from Pete. Top rope.
Yeah. You got to stay inspired while you're working on your sculptures. You need a reminder that you will never amount to what these guys have with their ability to carve pumpkins.
Wow. What a way to take you up and then kick you in the balls.
Or make t-shirts. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Well, we still love you, and we love everybody that joined for this season. We had a hell of a time, and
I didn't mean it.
We've been doing some powwowing in California. We're talking about some great ideas for next season. So next season will hopefully be bigger and better, and we'll have these guys back right here and a lot of new guests, and we hope everybody joins us. So from all of us to all of you, thank you very much for tuning in, and good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Peter should have been Napoleon Dynamite.